All right, guys, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. If you are new here, thank you guys so much for joining me today and waiting patiently for the intro to finish up. As always, hope you guys are doing well on this Sunday. We have a later than normal stream, 4 hours later than normal to be precise. But the reason for this is because there is essentially a Death Stranding 2 on the beach PlayStation Presents event. And I don't know just how significant this event is going to be. All I do know is that Death Stranding 2 is launching this year. And, we're basically already 1/3 of the way into the year. So Norman Reedus will be there. Troy Baker will be there. Of course, Hideo Kojima will be there. And I can only assume that this is going to be a relatively significant showing. But I don't want to hype it up too much. All I'm hoping is that we walk away with a release date and just a little bit of gameplay. That's it. That's all I'm hoping for. If we get more than that, it'll be a good day. Now, we are about 55 minutes away from the event actually starting. So I wanted to go live a little bit early to kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit and talk to you about this, among other things. Is this a PlayStation Showcase? No, this is not a PlayStation Showcase. This is a PlayStation Presents event. So it's PlayStation Presents Death Stranding 2 on the beach at SXSW. I can never say that right. You're saying Death Stranding 2 music just leaked. Safe to say it's from the trailer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would... Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm expecting, right? We're expecting a new trailer of some kind. It would be kind of strange. I mean, Kojima was posting on X about editing a trailer a couple weeks back, so it does seem like we're going to get the release date of the game, and it does seem like pre-orders are going to be going live. I don't know if they're going to go live today. What we're hearing is they're going to go live later in the month. So, but appreciate you guys being here and joining the stream. If you're new here, also want to give you a shout out. Thank you for checking out the stream. I did notice we got a couple of new subscribers, which is always cool. I want to ask you to please take a moment and, if you could, hit that like button to help the stream out. South by Southwest. Yeah, that's the better way to say it. I don't know why I'm saying it the other way. It's just unnecessarily complicated. Imagine if PlayStation Presents means a new branding for a showcase. No, I do find the way they're doing it interesting. You know, you would think that maybe Sony would give Death Stranding 2 its own state of play, but I don't know if that's like a developer thing, if maybe Kojima doesn't want to do it that way, or if maybe they're going to give it its own state of play later on. Going to start by Northeast. It's just a panel where they will sit and talk about the game, so probably no gameplay, but hopefully a release date. Well, yeah, we should anticipate that there's going to be a lot of talking. You know, there's going to be, I would assume, Kojima revealing new information, you know, while he's talking about the game, letting us know what we can expect, which will, you know, that will be welcome. But I have to imagine there's going to be a showcase, or not a showcase, sorry, a trailer of some kind. I mean, you know, listen, this could be a very disappointing event. You highly doubt there's going to be no footage shown. That's what I'm thinking too. What will be the release date? I mean, I'm thinking a July time frame. June or July, I think sounds best. It could be an August game as well. June, July, or August, but I'm leaning towards July. I think that sounds... Because, like, if the pre-orders are going to go live at the end of March, then we are looking at about a 3-month window for people to pre-order the game, which I would say is that's more than enough time. It's a bigger game. I don't think they would give it less than 3 months. I don't know. Maybe they could. Maybe they could go for like a May release. That'd be kind of sick. No, I don't think so, though. I don't think Death Stranding 2 is going to be ready for May. That seems a bit too soon. You notice more bigger games coming out in the summer than they used to. I think this year in particular, you're going to see a lot of summer games because I'm telling you, man, they're all trying to avoid that holiday season because that's when they're expecting GTA to drop. You didn't even notice there was an event today. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. It's not. It is being streamed through PlayStation's YouTube channel, but it's not like the biggest event. Like this is not a dedicated Death Stranding 2 state of play. Again, it could end up being a disappointing event. I don't want to overhype it. I don't want to get people's expectations too high. But Death Stranding 2 is one of my most anticipated games this year. So, yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the first game, platinumed it, put over 100 hours into it. So, yeah, this is one that I want to see, man. Whiskey Gaming, what's up, man? You're saying you think they'll show a gameplay trailer, then talk about everything you see in it? Yeah, they could do it that way. That would make a lot of sense. Or maybe, I wonder if it could be one of these things where they're going to kind of like talk about it and kind of show it in the background, like as they're talking about it. How long until the stream? We have about 50 minutes, a little under an hour. What's up, JC? I don't know how long it's going to be, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be like a 30-minute presentation, an hour presentation, longer than an hour. Will it be in all Japanese? I don't think so, no. I don't believe it's going to be all in Japanese. It says the countdown here is 47 minutes. I do have it in the bottom right corner. I think, Kojima, what he says is going to be in Japanese, but I'm assuming he's going to have a translator with him. By the way, is my mic too loud? I think my mic might be peaking. Because I just realized I didn't actually lower the gain. Hey, MVG, did you see that Peter Morgan admitted it's over for Xbox? Peter, is that his name? I think I know who you're talking about. Peter Moore, I think is who you're talking about. He used to be the head of Xbox during like the 360 era. I think like the early 360 era. I mean, I've been seeing some articles. Maybe we'll talk about it in tomorrow's stream. I've been seeing that he's giving his thoughts and his comments on it. I haven't looked too deeply into it. But yeah, I mean, what else is he going to say, Yeah, Peter Moore. Just saying stuff we already know. Yeah, pretty much. Matthew, yes, the stream is today. It is today. Joe, that's a random comment, bro. You go to the trailer on Xbox's channel, and it's all doom and gloom. What trailer are you talking about? You're saying in the comments? Oh, yeah. I guess you're just talking about trailers on Xbox's channel in general. Dude, I haven't watched any trailers on Xbox's channel in a long time. That's kind of sad. Saying it's a lot of doom and gloom. Well, what are you going to do, Well, when it comes to what I'm hoping to see with this Death Stranding 2 presentation, like I said, just to keep my expectations in check, I'm hoping to get a fair bit of new info from Kojima about what we're going to do in this game and what new features or new gameplay mechanics he's going to be introducing. I am expecting at the very least a new trailer and a release date. Is it possible we don't get footage, but he does give us the release date? It's possible. Yeah. Why isn't there a dedicated PlayStation event for Death Stranding 2? It is the biggest game releasing this year by Sony. What's up, Shems? I I still think that there could be a dedicated state of play, depending. I mean, if they come out and they're like, yeah, the game's coming out. The game's coming out, this July. We could still get a dedicated state of play in like May or June. You know what I mean? Or if Sony is going to do a showcase, they could show it off there. By the way, guys, if you want to help support the channel and help support the community, please consider becoming a channel member. You gain access to some exclusive perks, gain access to the members lounge. We do morning with the misses. And if you are already a member, consider gifting memberships or drop a super chat. There's a direct donation link at the top of the chat as well. Completely rely on you guys and your support to keep this channel running and to keep the content flowing. So just a big thank you and shout out to anybody who, supports the channel directly in that way. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen a proper PlayStation showcase, but it seems like Sony's trying to figure out if they're going to do one this year. I'm of the mindset, if you're going to listen, Sony, if you're going to do a showcase this year, you got to make it a good one. I mean, you got to really make it a banger showcase. You can't risk having a 2023 showcase situation again. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention both cats were chilling. I meant to mention that at the beginning of the stream. They were both chilling on the cat tower. Come on, guys, get away from the computer. Oh, I appreciate that, Rogan. I appreciate that. Thank you. Imagine they surprise drop it today with a collector's edition coming later. Oh, you're talking about Death Stranding 2 Shadow Drop. Yeah, I think your head's too high up in the clouds, man. A Death Stranding 2 Shadow Drop. Hey, I'd be all for it, but no chance. Will Herman leave the beach? What's the show today, MBG? It's the show about Death Stranding 2? Yeah. A Death Stranding 2 presentation of some kind. Unholy Mayhem. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, man. You're saying I'm going to lose my shit and be super pissed at Sony if they remaster God of War 2018 over the old games. You will not be the only one, Unholy Mayhem. Yeah, I had to cover the recent news from Santa Monica Studio. I talked about it in a video I released a little while ago where they came out and they said, don't expect any announcements at our March 22nd celebration, I guess, whatever they're doing. So could they be lying? They could be lying. Why would they lie? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to do that. But yeah, it's hard to say if this is going to turn out to be a real thing or not. If it's not announced this month, then I'm just going to assume it's not real from that point going forward. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Show the stream some support. It's the easiest way for you to support the channel. Oh, you think Death Stranding isn't actually coming this year? You think it's going to be delayed to 2027? I don't think so, dude. Death Stranding's been in development for a while. It's been in development for, I'd say, about 5 years now. He's had more time to work on Death Stranding 2 than he had for Death Stranding 1. So when you see when you watch the last trailer that was released for Death Stranding 2, you can tell there's a lot of iteration going on. So I have to imagine the game is pretty close to being done. When does the show start? In about 40 minutes. JC, you're saying it's coming this year for sure? Yeah, that's true as well, Irfan. Kojima said back in September that they already had the release date ready. So I think this game is pretty much done, dude. You hope the Greek Saga Remastered Collection. I do not know, but I hope for the Greek Saga Remastered Collection. Yeah, I don't know, man. it's weird because like we've had multiple rumors, multiple insiders claiming it's real, it's a thing. But you have Santa Monica Studio coming out and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ice Queen Gaming. Yeah, we got to be careful out here in these YouTube streets. Some people get a little bit too crazy, Crazy to think that PlayStation 5 will get a Gears of War collection before a God of War Greek Saga collection. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if it turns out the God of War collection isn't real, it's not real, but the Gears of War collection is, and it does release on PS5, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, that I think that would make Sony look kind of bad. Like, bro, what are you doing? Do I think we'll ever get a Days Gone 2? Oh, I mean, I would hope so. I don't know what Sony Bend is going to do now. Sony Bend is releasing Days Gone Remastered, but I don't know that they're going to make that much money on it. And they just canceled their live service game. So, I mean, where do they go from here? I feel like Days Gone 2 is the way to go. Whether or not that will happen, your guess is as good as mine, man. That's a good call out, Mr. B. You're saying Santa Monica didn't say it wasn't real. Just don't expect an announcement. Yeah, that's what I tried to highlight. I'm not trying to give people hope per se. I'm just trying to make it clear that they didn't deny its existence. They could have. They could have shot down the rumor and say, we have no plans for, there is not a God of War trilogy and there are no plans currently. Keep in mind, I want it to be known that Sucker Punch a couple of years ago, when there were a bunch of rumors going around about a new Sly Cooper game, they came out and they try to ignore Boss's weird posture right now. Sucker Punch came out and they told everybody. They were like, there's no Sly Cooper or Infamous right now, and there are no plans. There's no Sly Cooper anything. So it's not unheard of for these studios when they want to just kind of nip it in the bud and put the fire out before it spreads. They've done it. And this would be an appropriate time for them to do something like that. So it's true. They're just saying don't expect any announcements at this particular thing they're doing. But they didn't deny its existence. So again, not trying to give you hope, just pointing that out. Boss is on that copium. He's knocked out. What did I feed him? Nothing, dude. I don't know. I don't know why he looks like that. I think he's just a little bit. I think he's a little bit thrown off today because it was daylight savings. And even though cats don't tell time, obviously it doesn't. I think it's like messed him up a bit because it messed me up. Like I'm doing everything at a different time. Like he's probably all messed up today. I woke up at a different time. He got fed at a different time. Now I'm streaming 4 hours later than normal, so he's all messed up. Boss is cosplaying a bunny. Yeah, when you sleep 20 hours a day, the shift is impactful. Dude, cats do sleep a lot. They do sleep a lot, man. I find it surprising sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if they just sleep because they're bored. You're excited to play the Horde mode in Days Gone Remastered? Yeah, they did seem to make not a huge deal about it, but definitely something they highlighted with Days Gone Remastered, that there's going to be a new Horde mode. And the Hordes were the best part of Days Gone, so I'm looking forward to it as well. What would be my dream game remake? Pie in the Sky stuff? Dude, you're talking pie in the sky. My dream remakes, like if we're talking full from the ground up remake, almost like a reimagining, the two original Metal Gear games for MSX with Kojima's involvement. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but you're asking my hopes and dreams. That would be sick. because that would fully close the loop, you know? You know I was going to say that. Wasn't there already a horde mode? You know, I think there was a horde mode. I think what they're saying with the Days Gone remaster is there's going to be an even larger horde. Like they're increasing the size significantly. A Twisted remake Twisted Metal 3. JC says Army of Two and NFL Street. Dude, I remember NFL Street. Yeah, I used to play those games. And NBA Street. Those were really fun. Those were really fun games. Can't imagine them getting remade, though. Army of Two. I remember that game. I don't think I ever played it. That meme guy says mine would be Crackdown 3. Yeah, Irfan, I did watch it. I saw the trailer for season 2 for The Last of Us 2 on HBO. Man, trailer was really, I got to admit, that they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know how to give it that sense of like epicness, you know, like, man, this is going to be intense. It piqued my interest, I have to admit, but I don't know, dude. It's like, I kind of am getting the feeling based off of what I've seen of the footage of season 2 so far of The Last of Us. It seems like they're really not deviating very much at all from the games. And they did show some they showed the flashback sequence in the trailer, I believe. They showed a couple of flashback sequences. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's definitely something I'm going to check out. I see a lot of people are preparing themselves. I'm really interested to see people's reactions who didn't play the second game. But I think there was a lot of misdirecting going on with that trailer. That's what I assume anyway. And we have Meow coming in, dropping a membership gift for you guys. Meow, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good stuff. Meow's trying to get a member train started. I will add that to the goal here. Oh, hold on. Is it broken? There we go. Yeah, I see that they're doing a lot of interviews and stuff with the cast of The Last of Us Season 2. And some of the things that Pedro Pascal had to say were pretty funny, honestly. Okay, hopefully that's updated. You thought The Last of Us Season 1 was boring? I didn't think it was boring. I enjoyed it. I think there were certain parts that got a little bit, you know, like you could tell they were trying to drag things out. Just not drag them out, but I guess like expand upon certain things that, you know, kind of replaced other things that were there in the first game. You know what I mean? And Rogan comes in and drops another membership gift. Rogan, thank you so much for that. And I think that's your first time gifting as well, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's get some W's in the chat for Meow and Rogan here. Yeah, guys, if you get gifted a membership, keep in mind you have access to all the members' content. We do a members lounge. We do a morning with the missus, which is basically a stream where me and my wife kind of hang out with you guys and chat with you guys. So make sure you go check that out. And if you're not a member, again, consider becoming one. Always appreciate the support. I will add that to the counter here. And yeah, if we hit 25 members today, we'll feed Boss some treats. He's chill right now, which is good. You hope they don't milk it. I mean, I don't think they're going to try to milk it, but they seemingly are going to do like 3 dedicated seasons for part 2, which is a lot, man. It's a lot. Do I normally stream on the weekends? I stream every Sunday, normally at 12 p.m. Eastern. So this is happening 4 hours later than normal to accommodate for this event. But yeah, normally I stream every Sunday. The season's only going to be 7 episodes. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't realize it was only 7 episodes because season 1 was 10 episodes. So that's 3 episodes less. I wonder where the cutoff point will be. Huh. All right. You're getting a Wendy's where you live? Oh, nice. Wendy's is pretty good. Today is kind of a big deal if Death Stranding 2 is day one on PC or not. Oh, I mean, that's an interesting prospect, Mr. B. So you're saying that maybe there's a chance there will be an announcement today that Death Stranding 2 is going to launch day one on PC. That would be interesting. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know that I'm expecting it, but I wouldn't be shocked. I've been talking for a while about how Sony probably wants to experiment with something at some point, and Death Stranding 2 could be a good game to experiment with, where I'm sure Kojima would be happy about that. I'm sure Kojima would want that. But it's one of these things where it's like 50-50. 50% chance they're not going to mention PC. It's not even going to be talked about. 50% chance that maybe they could announce it. It's a bit of a surprise. You just ate Wendy's? Nice. Yeah, that's the way to go. Dipping your French fries in the Frosties. That is the way to go. They can even wave it off as a Kojima demand if it backfires. I love that notion. Guys, don't be upset. We didn't choose this. It's Kojima's fault. He made us do it. Kojima's just like, the exclusivity deal was already in place before Sony sold Kojima the rights back. Yeah, I mean, there is the fact that Death Stranding launched on Xbox not that long ago, and it seemed like it was a 5-year contract. You do have to wonder if maybe there's a similar contract in place with Death Stranding 2. I would assume there is a contract in place, but I would assume it's actually not as long. That's just my assumption. It could be another 5 years. I'm thinking it's going to be like 2 or 3 years. A little bit, shorten the deal a little bit. I actually never heard of that IP Gaming. And Meow comes in and drops another membership gift. Meow dropping 2 membership gifts. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So I'll add that to the counter once again. Appreciate it. Appreciate that support. Meow clearly wants a membership train. Because Kojima owns the IP, but unknown if Sony has an exclusivity deal because they're publishing. It seems like there was some kind of 5-year thing between Sony and Kojima where once that 5 years is up, Kojima has the IP and he's free to do what he wants with Death Stranding 1. I imagine it's not going to... I imagine that deal for Death Stranding 1 is, it's not really going to have much to do with Death Stranding 2. Like, Death Stranding 2 is its own separate deal. Kojima does own the IP, but I guess what I'm trying to say is Death Stranding 2, whatever was negotiated for it was probably negotiated at the same time as Death Stranding 1. Like, it was probably a 2-game deal. That's how these things usually work. It's a 2 or 3 game deal. And yeah, maybe that's the thing is like they wanted to renew it with Kojima, but this time they did it with something brand new, Fizzant, I mean, yeah, it's a very specific and particular deal. Seems like Sony's handling it differently than other deals, but what's up, Jerry A? I think it was just confirmed recently, by the way, that, I mean, it's not a surprise, but I think it was confirmed officially that Death Stranding 2 is going to be PS5 Pro supported, which I'm actually really excited about that, because if there's one game that I'm going to be very curious to see how it looks on the PS5 Pro, it's going to be Death Stranding 2. Kojima's games always are like cutting edge graphically. So yes, IP gaming. I am wearing pants today. A demo is coming. Now that would be sick. I don't think a demo is coming. But I would very much welcome that. Neo, you're saying letting Death Stranding 1 launch on Xbox last year is a good thing. In my opinion, people can end up playing it, and if they like the game, they see the Death Stranding 2 trailer, and they think about maybe buying it on PlayStation. Yeah, it's possible that was maybe part of the strategy or part of the thinking there. You imagine, since PlayStation and Kojima collaborated, they will always have some type of exclusivity. Well, I mean, yeah, when we think about Fizzant is a game that's like a PlayStation 6 game. That's probably, years away, many years away at this point. And I would imagine, yeah, that's going to be exclusive for a certain period of time. I think Kojima's okay with that. We have a direct donation from Perfect Image. Thank you for that, buddy. He says, "Hey, bro, if this was in existence, what studio would create an FBI/CIA type game? And this is a theory on GTA 6. We fly back and forth from GTA 5. You're talking about like flying between Los Santos and Vice City. Maybe like GTA Online." Something like that. That would be pretty cool if they pulled something like that off, have two different areas. Who would make a good FBI/CIA type game? Well, what's funny about that is I'm pretty sure Rockstar was making a PlayStation 3 exclusive game called Agent, which was kind of going to be in that vein. It was going to be something along those lines. But it was never officially canceled. That's what's weird. It was never canceled, but it was just kind of like abandoned. And now it's just sitting there. And some people have hope that one day Agent's going to come back. People are saying that Mind's Eye is a successor to Agent. Interesting. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Mind's Eye does look good. I'm still surprised that it's apparently already coming out this year. Because like the first time we're seeing it, and they're like, yeah, it's coming out. Irfan, dude, no joke. No joke. You already know. You're always on the PS5 subreddit. You know what I'm talking about, right? The post that was there today. I had to like rub my eyes. Is the event today? It is. It's happening in about 22 minutes. Wasn't Agent more of a spy noir? Probably. Yeah, I don't know exactly. I know there was like bits and pieces of information that came out over the years of what it was supposed to be. But yeah, I was on the PlayStation 5 subreddit today, and I saw that somebody put out a post about Abandoned. And I'm like, huh. That's strange. But it was funny seeing people talk about it and seeing the replies. It was really funny seeing people who didn't know what it was. They're like, what is this? And I'm like, maybe it's just better you don't know. Do we get gameplay today? I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm not trying to hype up this event. I'm not trying to hype it up. I would say, just to play it safe, keep your expectations low. Just assume that you're going to walk out of here knowing more about Death Stranding 2 than you did before you went in. But as for like what will be shown, how much gameplay, stuff like that, I don't know. I mean, it's anybody's guess. Kojima could be coming with some big surprises, making a big deal out of things, or it could be pretty relaxed and pretty tame. And, we're just going to hear Norman Reedus talk and Troy Baker talk and and Kojima talk, and that could be about it. What's interesting about the pre-order thing is that apparently, according to Dia Labs, yeah, well, they said we're gonna get the release date soon, but he was saying that the pre-orders aren't going live till the end of March. So I'm like, all right, I don't know. Whiskey Gaming, they did not, as far as I'm aware, they did not say how long the event's going to be. So I don't know if it's going to be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. I would be surprised if it's an hour. I would be shocked if it was longer than an hour. I mean, how long could it really be? You know what I mean? It is one panel, one event. You think it'll be 2 hours? Oh, don't tell me that. I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I watch a 2 hour. Well, I guess it depends. I could watch Death Stranding 2 for 2 hours. I mean, it depends. It depends on what they talk about. Like, is it going to be Troy Baker sitting there telling me how he got in the mind frame, or the frame of mind, I mean, to play this new version of Higgs? He's going to talk about it for like 40 minutes. Be like, okay, that's fine, I guess. What was the abandoned post about? It was just somebody pointing out that like they can't believe this trailer is still on PlayStation's YouTube channel, or like the PlayStation blog is still up about it. Panels tend to go long. They're going to show the whole game. Oh, there we go. They're going to show the whole game. Oh, God. I mean, the fact that Norman Reedus is going to be there, it has to be, they got to be showing something, right? You would imagine. Nothing about that game is believable. Mr. B says, so you're telling me there's a chance Abandoned is going to get its reveal today, MBG? Kojima's trolling us, believe. Oh my God. No way. It's finally happening. This is it. Overexposure, you're asking, how do I re-up my monthly membership? I could help you out here. Give you a link. Just give me one moment. I'll post it in the chat for you. And it should let you renew it. Here you go. Posting a link in the chat. This should allow you to either become a channel member or renew your membership. Hopefully that works. We better play with the stick. I'm tired of the rope. I mean, that's what he was teasing, dude. That's what he was teasing. He's was making it sound like in the last trailer, you know, that's what we can expect. And Overexposure renews his membership very quickly. That was like instantaneously, bro. Overexposure, thank you so much for that, man. Really appreciate the support. That brings us up to 4 members.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good stuff, dude. Yeah, make sure you go check out some of the members content. We're going to have more members content coming later this week, of course, and throughout the month. A 3-minute trailer would be plenty. What's funny is that the last trailer we got was 10 minutes. I think it was over 10 minutes. So I don't know. You never really know what to expect with Kojima trailers. I do feel like if you kind of look at the history, though, I do feel like his trailers tend to run a little bit longer. So you'd rather have a bazooka. Overexposure says, no problem, man. Great to be here. Being hyped for Death Stranding 2. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I want to express my excitement. But again, I don't want to like overhype people and make people assume that like we're getting something like colossal and massive, you know, but I'm very excited for this game. So I want to learn more about it. I want to see more. Am I going to get Split Fiction? I'm not sure yet. I know Mrs. MBG wants to play it, so there's a chance at some point we could end up playing it. leaked music is 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that seems like the perfect length for a new trailer. 4 minutes and 35. That actually sounds like it would line up more so with like a gameplay trailer. So, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Stream starts. Welcome, everyone. This is Kojima. Kojima nods. Thank you for joining us. See you all next time. Yeah, he's just like, what's up? So, Norman, can you tell us about the game? No, but it's going to be great. Troy Baker, what do you have to say about Higgs? It's going to be crazy, dude. Electric guitar weaponry. It's going to be next gen. And then they just show the trailer and that's it. It's like a 10-minute panel. Speed run the stream. Oh, I didn't realize I had a demo. Really, you're saying it's very fun? Okay, I appreciate you letting me know. I actually didn't know there was a demo. Okay, yeah, we'll have to try it then. No excuse now. I've heard that's pretty good, Joshua. I've heard it's pretty good. I heard some people were having trouble with the camera angles though. If we get a demo, I will stream the demo. Absolutely. Think we hear of any PS5 Pro features? I feel like Kojima would be all over that. Kojima he always likes to push the limit on graphical fidelity, and he's always trying to have cutting edge graphics. So I could see him talking about it. I could see him mentioning it. So it says we got about like 12 minutes left till it starts. So we're almost there. We're getting there. A PS5 Pro bundle. I don't know if they're going to do... Well, yeah, a bundle would make sense. I don't think they're going to do a limited edition console. Sony doesn't seem to be interested in doing limited edition consoles this generation, but you know what they absolutely should do? A limited edition DualSense. Yeah, that's what they should do. Thank you for that, PS5 Pro Rob. Glad you like it. What Pro features do I think Kojima's going to have for it? That version's going to look nuts. Dude, I was pointing out when we got the trailer last year in January, like how insane it looked. I was like, dude, this is like one of the best looking games I've ever seen. No joke. It's just like, it looks insane. And I don't even think that was on the Pro. So I think they just said it was on PS5. So I think, I don't know, man. Ray tracing? I think that's the most surefire thing. I think you'll be able to get, if I'm like having some wishful thinking here, we'll be able to have like fidelity level graphics at 60 FPS with a little bit of ray tracing in there. And if you choose to play in fidelity mode on the Pro, you're going to get like all the ray tracing. It's going to look nuts. I am really curious. I think that when we talk about Kojima and his games, you know... Oh, hold on. I got to let Luna in. Yeah, I feel like when we talk about Kojima's games, you know, it does kind of go a little bit under the radar that like his games are like graphically always kind of pushing the limit. I mean, I remember with Metal Gear Solid 4, I like couldn't believe how good that game looked. I was like, this is crazy. Even like MGS5, dude, when that came out, I'm like, this looks awesome. And Death Stranding back in 2019 at the end of the PS4, I was like, this is one of the best looking games that came out this gen. So when is the event taking place? In about 10 minutes. You love your 30th anniversary DualSense Edge? Yeah, I think it's still the best looking DualSense, easily. His games are movie game hybrid experiences. You good, Luna? That was a total fail. What's up, Toolman? Rogan says, don't buy a PS5 Pro. It's a drug. Now I'm seriously considering an $8,000 TV. Oh, man. I mean, the Pro, it is a great console, dude. And I really think that it's going to be some games that come out later this year that really shine on the Pro. You hope there's a statue that's coming with Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition. It does seem like that's one of the things he's going to be talking about. It started streaming? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, hold on now. No, my mouse cursor's gone. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My mouse cursor disappeared, and I'm like kind of navigating blindly right now. So, God, man, I got 9 minutes to get this sorted. Hold on. You see. Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh, thank God. That was about to be a nightmare, dude. Dark Cloud, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for renewing your membership at Play Has No Limits. Really appreciate that, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Let's get this full screen. Pretty good music. How could you mouse cursor? Yeah. How could you, dude? All right. Let's go. I'm still here. Don't worry. I just gotta... Dark Cloud, you're saying, you're welcome, MBG. I value your PlayStation and gaming news daily. Thank you too, man. That's really kind of you, dude. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm sorry I scared you, generic white male. Hold on. I'm gonna... I'm just gonna, like, put it here for now. Pretty good music, though. I think they picked out some good music. Can you hear me okay? By the way? Snowy, thank you for that, bud. Yeah, appreciate all the kind words, guys. Really do. I just have to bring my chat out here. Get rid of their chat. Coming through clear? All right, good. Yeah, the music's good. You're somewhat excited. Hopefully we see some crazy stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes too high, you know? I am keeping them pretty tame overall. But By the way, guys, if you could do me a favor, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. We're sitting at 143 likes. We could easily crush 150. Lets me know you guys enjoy the streams, and it helps the streams. So if you haven't, please take a moment and hit the like button. How much time we got left? Oh, some track change. I think we got like 5 more minutes. This is a nice chill stream with good vibes. Thanks for covering the Death Stranding event. You're welcome, dude. Yeah, I'm really the biggest thing, listen, just to truly set expectations, the biggest thing I want to know is the release date. So if like the only significant thing we walk away with today is a release date, I'll be happy with that. I'm sorry about that, Fred. Yeah, I know. We missed it this week. Hopefully we'll be back this upcoming week though, and we can sort that out for you. You want to see gameplay on the Pro? Hell yeah. I hope so too, MRPD. I hope so too. Yeah, what's up, Corey? Titus, what's going on, man? The release date when pre-orders go live for me. Garrett, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna shrink myself a little bit more here. John B comes in. John B coming in, dropping 5 membership gifts on you guys. He's dropping the 5 bomb. John, thank you so much, dude. I think that brings us to... Man. Is that where we're at? Oh, 1 sec. Yeah. Thank you, John B. Really appreciate that, bro.
Wild blend of art, science, and culture that South by Southwest has come. Join us jumping. It's a place to be.
For a second, I thought Robert Downey Jr. was going to be in Death Stranding.
You can be creative with anything, and you can justify doing anything.
Just in time.
To hone your creativity, learning every part of the business.
Irate Volcano, a member for 6 months, says, I'm torn between Black Myth Wukong and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Which is more fun? I mean, they're both fun. Black Myth Wukong if you're looking for just pure adrenaline action, bro. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth if you're looking for something with, I would say, more depth. A little bit slower paced, more depth. Definitely an RPG through and through, I would say. So hopefully that should help you decide.
Does any of them have to say something about me?
Yes.
Pedro Pascal walked by.
Wonderful actor. Seemingly
Good Mythical Morning.
I will say he came to me first.
He did.
I used to watch them. I'm pretty loud over it. Okay, hold on.
Charlie. Dua Lipa. I'm learning so much today.
Hopefully it's a little bit more balanced now. Hopefully a little bit.
Billy.
is for Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, what's your philosophy now? What's your philosophy now?
All right, let me know how the audio is now. If I'm still like booming over it too loudly, I can lower my mic a little bit.
Hello, I'm Dr. Vanessa Perotta and I'm a wildlife scientist. What I'm really passionate about is empowering the next generation to connect with
I
that
haven't
big
seen it.
blue
I haven't watched
so that
them in a little
they
while
and we all together
either.
are informed to make really good decisions for our ocean.
John B says, do be warned, Black Myth has some minor issues with frame rates if they haven't patched it yet.
The audiences are the best in the world. Everyone is just coming to have a great time.
What is this? Where is Kojima? I don't know. I guess this is just kind of like a little
South by Southwest
pre-show thing.
Chef premiered here. It has a just a warm place in my heart. I love the food. I love the town. Thank you for coming out. Thanks for hosting us.
Is this OD? Thinking a release date in June for Death Stranding 2? 10? Not. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that supposed to be a countdown?
Please welcome to the stage, Kristen Satani.
He stole your wallet, Fred?
How we doing, South by? All right. Hello, South by Southwest. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Death Stranding 2 on the beach, presented by PlayStation. For those here in Austin and those watching on the live stream, thank you again for being here. This is the final session today for Sunday here at South by. I'm your host, Kristen Zatani from PlayStation, and I have just been like buzzing all day.
I'm gonna have to lower my volume a little bit.
We have a packed panel for you guys today. So enough about me. Let's get into the meat of it. I am so excited to introduce world-renowned game creator, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Just a heads up, guys, this is the loudest it can go, okay? So if it's a little bit on the quieter side, I have the volume as high as it can go. Oh my God! Ah! Kojima is God!
Austin. 配信の、ご覧の方も
And also
こんにち
people
は。
watching the streaming, hello.
サウスウエスト僕最初初めてなんです
It's
け
the
ど、
first time I came to South by
熱
Southwest.
気にあふれて、
It's so warm
もっ
and
と早く来るべきだ
I
った
should
と
have come earlier.
思います。そうですね。今日は楽しみにしてくだ
So
さ
I
い。
hope that everyone enjoys today.
Absolutely. Well, we are thrilled to have you here, Kojima-san. Everybody is so excited to find out more about Death Stranding 2, but I heard you have brought us a brand new trailer for the crowd here at South by Southwest.
はい、新しいトレーラー持ってきまし
Yes,
た。
I brought a new trailer with me.
世界観と時代
You
と
could
ゲ
see
ー
the
ム性と
world,
物語とキャラクターとか
the game,
音
story,
楽もそうですけども、
music,
あと前
characters,
作とのつながり、
and also the
あ
connection
と
between
続
DS1
編としての進化みたいなも
and
の
also
を
how it
盛り
evolved
込んで
as DS2.
また自分で編集しましたので、
And I edited
お楽しみ
myself.
くださ
So
い。
I hope you really enjoy.
Let's go,
All
dude.
right, let's take a look.
Oh, hell yeah. Sweet! Immediately starting with a trailer. Let's go, dude.
You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal. Guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
Bro, these graphics already.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work. And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore. It makes you think you have a choice.
What kind of cargo?
Cargo like brain dead.
Is that the guy who's in The Boys?
No, not possible. Allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in.
Kind of looks like him a little bit.
They make me bring them over from Mexico.
That is him. Frenchie?
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
No way, bro. Oh my God, it looks so good. Holy shit, it looks so good. Metal Gear vibes. Yes. No, save it. Here's action.
All hands, brace for launch.
Dude, holy shit, this game looks nuts. Should not have connected.
Can you tell us a bit about what we're looking at?
さっきのトレーラーの最後に、
This is you saw in the
レフン
trailer.
監督が
Nicholas
巨
Winding
大
Refn
ビーティーとマゼラン号で合体してましたけど、
was integrating,
マゼランマンという。
and we call it the Magellan Man.
で、これは
Dude,
うちの
It's got a Metal Gear head.
So Yoji
原型を
Shinkawa
作って、
and Miss View kind of
工場まで行って
made the basic
量産
model,
の監視を全
and
部
then even went to
できたので
China to the
非常に
factory
クオリ
for
ティ
the
が高いと思い
production.
ます
So
ので
the quality
量産品なん
Oh,
で
it's
is
nuts.
really high. This is actually not the mock. This is the product version.
How big is that?
Slick. How does that look, folks?
That's got to be bigger than the Venom statue, right?
I know the collector's edition has a lot to unpack. There'll be a limited quality worldwide, but let's actually take a look at the full collector's edition because this is just one part. There we go. All right, so we have the Magellan Man statue, of course, a code to download the game. There will also be a Doll Man figure, my personal favorite character. I'm very excited.
Oh, Doll Man figure.
Collection of art cards, 7 in-game items, a message from Mr. Hideo Kojima himself, all wrapped in a luxurious collector's edition box. For those that are going to grab the digital deluxe edition or the collector's edition, you'll also get 48 hours early access. So how does that sound, y'all?
No! No! Don't do this to me!
Have a favorite item other than the Magellan Man statue?
まあドールマンの
Wait, hold on.
キーチェーンなんで
I love the Dollman 3.
Hold on.
I'm going to need
この
a
辺にぶら下げてください。
Please, everyone,
Wait.
hang them where you can.
かなりクオリティ高いの
The
で。
quality is very high.
Absolutely.
Is that for the digital
All right,
deluxe?
Well, that was an amazing trailer. You can check out the details for the full collector's edition at PlayStation.com. Again, mark your calendars, June 26, 2025, and pre-orders begin March 17th. So we definitely saw a lot of familiar
MRPD,
faces
you're
in
saying, yeah, that trailer
Kojima-san.
effed me
Shall we
good.
introduce
I'm in
our
love with
first guest?
the snake ego.
はい。
Yes.
まあデストランディングといえばサムなんですけど
Well,、you know Sam.
サムといえ
Death
ばノーマン
Stranding.
なんで。
It's Norman Reedus
ノーマンを。
that plays.
All right,
so I
let's
want to
all-
call Norman on
ノーマン
stage.
見たいですか？
Everyone wants to see Norman?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to
All
figure
right,
out
well,
really
please
quick.
welcome Norman Reedus.
Yeah, the collector's edition apparently isn't going to have a disc. They said 2 days early access. Is that just for the collector's edition, or is there going to be like a digital deluxe? Like, what if I just want to buy the regular version? Yeah, that's weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
Norman, pleasure to meet you. Feel
Everything
free to
else
grab
is
your mic,
awesome,
Sit down,
but-
get comfortable.
You're still getting the
Thank you so much
collectors?
for taking the time to join us. I know you are a busy man.
Yeah, I'm shooting a season of Ride right now, so I've been on a motorcycle for like 9 days straight, so I'm a little that guy right now.
Yeah, he looks
but
tired,
it's
bro.
a pleasure to be here. Thank you. I love South by Southwest.
Yeah, we love having you here. So let's dive into it. Kojima-san, we met Sam Bridges back in 2019, but you have been working with Norman as an actor and seeing Sam as a character for a long time
Rest
now.
in peace, physical
What is your
media.
impression of Norman as an actor?
Uh-oh.
まあ
I need to know.
ノーマンはまあ
Well,
俳優として素
Norman
晴ら
is
しいんですけど、
a great actor.
僕は子供の時に憧れてた
Norman
スティーブンは
I
sucks.
was really into Steve McQueen when I was a child.
佇まいというか、
So Norman,
そのものがアイコンなんで、
how he looks is similar. It's an icon just by him
ノー
standing.
マンしかいない。
So I thought, like, if I were to bring Steve McQueen
CGI
to,
もします。
and a good CG-looking guy, Norman was my only choice.
You were the hit. You were the option. Love
Physical is not dead yet. We'll keep fighting.
it. Well, I know, the game, the world of Death Stranding is so much about connectivity. It's about
Man, this game's coming
isolation,
soon, though,
and
dude.
the
June?
world ended up kind of experiencing that for ourselves a little bit after the first game launched. Was this something that you guys took into mind while creating Death Stranding 2? Kojima-san, would you like to start?
いやいや、もう全然考えてない
No,
ですよ。
not at all.
孤立分断の、まあ、世の中になりそうだったんで
It
すけど、
seems like the world was going to be separated, and I didn't want that to happen when I was
発売して3ヶ
creating.
月でなったんで、ちょっ
And
と
after I released
い
Death
たたまれな
Stranding,
いというか。
3 months later, the pandemic happened, and I feel really bad.
It's clearly my fault.
Norman, how about you? Was it an interesting time this time around?
Yeah, I mean, I first met Hideo through Guillermo del Toro, and yeah, and he called me and he said, "There's this guy who's gonna call you. Just say yes." And I said, "What do you
Just
mean?"
say
He goes,
yes.
"Norman, don't be an asshole. Just say yes." And I'm glad I did. But they're very similar in the way that they work, because they're super creative with the ways that like children are creative. You know, like everything's interesting. Everything's
Double
more,
name
everything's
drop.
more, and it's very inspiring to watch. You know, they're very similar work ethics, I guess.
Okay. Well, I know it was inspiring watching you in this trailer and the full cast. I know we got to see some exciting new moments with Sam. Kojima-san, do we have a favorite moment from Norman's performance? Maybe we can pull up.
He's
a photo
drunk.
of what
No,
was
he's
done.
tired, dude.
はいはい。
Yes.
今回コロナがあって、
This time because of the pandemic,
2020、3年ぐらい前からやってるんですけど、スキャンも含め
we've been shooting
結
since
構
like
最初の
3
頃は
years.
大変だった。
At the beginning, it was really tough because of
で
the
今
pandemic.
回、ノーマン
Norman
結構感情をこう表す
is more Sam
難しい
has
シーン
more
がいっぱいあります
emotional scenes this time, and it was
で
very
まあ
difficult.
泣くシーンも
And there was so many scenes that he had to cry, and I asked him to cry.
Oh no. Well, I know there was a second scene that caught my eye as well. Can we put up another photo?
はいはい。これ接触恐怖症のサムがキ
This
スを
is
する。
when Sam has this phobia, but finally kisses,
ここも
fragile.
まあファーストキスみたいな
But
感
this
じ
is like their
難しい
first kiss, right? So it was very difficult to kind of direct in that way.
Very cool. Well, Norman, how did that experience go for you?
Kojima's loving this, dude.
You know, we had the first time I had to go face to face with anybody, I think was Mads, right? And I mean, not that same face to face, but a different version of that face. But you see the helmets that we're wearing, they usually have cameras on them. So Mads and I were like, doing, doing.
This had the feel of Magnum
Take the cameras off
Opus.
for this, but it's
Dude, it
you know,
looks.
the,
I'm still trying to
I'm a
process
very
that trailer, dude.
subtle actor, I guess, like in other things. So it was. It's been a good learning experience for me doing these, how to do them better. So I'm getting better at it, right? I learned a lot from Troy. Troy's been doing it for a long time.
He's a pro.
And then I saw this videotape of Benedict Cumberbatch playing the lion in one of the Lion Kings or something, and he's crawling around on the floor and he's like, "Rah!" And I was like, wow, he's really good at this. So I'm learning. I'm trying to get better.
Amazing. Well, Norman, as you've been playing Sam over the years and coming into Death Stranding 2, has your creative vision for Sam evolved, or how are you playing him this time around?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a rich storyline already. I mean, the second game has all that rich story that the
Wait,
first
DK, you
one
love
has,
Norman?
plus more action. I'm really good with weapons already. You know,
Had some experience.
I'm like really good with weapons, lots of weapons. But you know, it's a different world. There's
What do I think the
expression,
price point should be for the collectors?
that you put into that gets captured in this way of making.
I think they said it's gonna be
cinema,
$230.
basically, you know, so yeah, I'm learning. I'm getting better and better. You know, was that your question?
You got there. We
was
got
I
there around one
all
point.
right, all right, cool.
So in the trailer,
Motorcycle,
I saw,
9 straight days. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm pretty. I
We're
think it's
glad you're here,
230.
no worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw we had a slogan in the trailer.
That's what leaked.
We should not have connected.
We should not have connected.
Could we learn a little bit more about that?
I agree.
まあ前回のデスストは
The last Death Stranding
孤立と分断が進んでいるの
is
で
about,
つながりましょ
let's
う
get connected,
そうじゃない
right,
と
in
人類滅
DS1.
びます
Otherwise,
で
humans
スト
won't
ランドが
survive.
キーワードになっ
And
て
you
ました
saw the strand was a keyword in the previous one.
まあ続編その後考えたんですけ
So I was
ど
thinking of the
まあ実
sequel,
際にコロ
Death
ナが来
Stranding
て
2.
孤
And then
立して
I
でまあそ
actually
こでいろいろ
experienced
感
the
じたこ
pandemic,
とで
and I felt
まあちょっ
something.
とつながっ思いっきりつながってい
And
い
I
のか
thought, wait, should we
と
be
いう
really be
感覚
connected?
ちょっとまああんまこれ以上言えませ
You
ん
know, I can't really say because that would be a
な
spoiler.
んで
but
前回とは180度
But
違うことを言ってます
I've said something 180 degrees different,
ぜ
right?
ひ遊んでいた
So
だい
I
て
want you to
確かめて
play
いただけたら
and check out what I mean.
コロナで皆さん思ったこ
So
と
I
結構あ
know
ると思うんですけど
everyone felt something during the pandemic,
まあ皆さんの中で同じことを考え
and
た方もい
I
ると思い
think some people felt the same way I did, and you'll find out playing the game.
Very cool. Well, I know this time Sam won't be alone. I know you spent a lot of that first game, trudging out on your own.
$400.
But this time,
I think
you have a new
$400 for the
organization around you
collectors?
called Drawbridge. So who all is in this group? What can you tell us about it?
Oh, geez, Hideo, can you take this one? It's a lot of names. I'm not really good with the name.
Okay.
All those people.
Everyone's like, why did I agree to this?
はいはい。
Yep.
まあ一人でゲームなんで、
It's a game. So
まあ通信がつながってないところ一人で行くんですねやっぱり。
you have to go on your own
ドールマ
where
ンも一緒
chiral
に行きます
network
け
is
ど。
not
で
connected
つながる
with
と
Dolmen.
マゼラン号が
And if you
呼べます
connect,。you
自分
could
で呼べ
summon
ます。
the Magellan
そこに
ship.
帰るとまあ
When you go back to
メ
the
ンバー
Magellan,
がいっぱいいて、
you have your members
まあいろんなことが
on
起
the
こる。
ship. And there's so many things happen on the ship too.
Okay. So ship is like a hub.
Like you're
必ず
totally
仲間が
alone.
後ろにいると。
You have backup
can-
coming from
right.
behind. That's the feeling I want to give to people.
Okay.
Love that. And then we got some exciting faces that we got to see in this trailer. Norman, you mentioned earlier you worked with Mads a lot in the first game, but now you have this whole crew.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember any of
what
the
was that
names,
like
bro.
having a lot more folks on set with you.
It's cool because they all have their special characteristics. They're all very. I mean, you can look at the pictures and tell that, but each one has a separate personality that helps that team get through what they need to get through. You know, I'm a fan of all of them as well. So there's all of that. Yeah, I mean, Fadi, I know. I knew some of these people beforehand, and some of them I met.
Saying no disc, no play.
They're all
They're gonna have
super
a
interesting
disc version for just the regular game.
まあ今回そ
Right?
の
You
マ
sure?
ゼラン号に行くとメンバーがいるんです。
In the Magellan, you have
結
the
構の
members.
メンバーなんで。
And it's quite a member.
全員でまあその撮影するときは
So
非常にこう楽しいと。
when I had to shoot with
前は大
everyone,
体2人
it
と
was
3人
really
ぐらい。
fun. Last time in DS1, it was
今回
a
6人、7人。
maximum of like 2, 3 people at once, but this time 6, 7. It was a group shooting. It was really good.
Yeah, whole crew with you. Well, Norman, we're really excited to see how Sam continues to evolve in the world of Death Stranding 2. Please stay with us, but we talked a little bit about your team. Let's talk about some of the villains of the game and bring out someone who has been here since the very beginning, right, Kojima-san?
はい。まあデスストといえば
Well, Death
サム
Stranding.
の敵といえばヒッグス。
Sam's villain is Higgs, right? You all love Higgs.
Higgs is good.
All
Yeah.
right, well, without further ado, let's bring out Troy Baker.
Go.
All right, is Troy wearing a weird hat? Oh no, he's not. He's got like a.
All right, thanks for having us,
Like
Troy.
Troy's got
Welcome
like a
to South
David
by
Bowie look going
Southwest.
on.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I
bit.
heard there was a T-Luke panel yesterday.
Yeah, that's exactly
But,
what I was thinking.
Today, you're here for Death Stranding 2, and of course, Higgs is an iconic.
I feel
villain
like
in
with the
world
little
of Death
the red
Stranding.
scarf
You
thing or
faced
whatever.
A lot against Sam last
He's giving me
time around.
those
Kojima-san, can we expect
Revolver
more of the
Ocelot
same iconic
vibes.
performance this time?
まあ前回ヒッグスの人気が出すぎたんで、
I thought Higgs was so
Troy got drip.
popular last
殺
time.
してはいけないという。
I thought I can't kill
で
him.
帰ってくるん
Right.
ですけど、
So he's coming back,
ヒ
apparently.
ッグスってその
But
普通のヴィランじゃないんですよ。
Is
す
not
ご
a
い愛されて
normal
る
villain. He's
ヴィ
very
ラン
loved.
というかキャラクターなん
he's a
で、
loved character.
今回さらにまあステ
So I
ップ
thought
ステップ
I would
上がろうかなと
raise 2, 3 steps
で
higher
まあその
for
中の
this
一つなんですけ
character.
ど、
And one of
まあ
it
コロナの時にまあ皆さん
is
孤立して家
during
で
the
寂しかった
pandemic, everyone,
思いますけど、
you know, remember
僕も
that
そう
you
なん
were
です
all
その
lonely
時に
in your
たま
house.
たま
Me
ネ
too.
ットを見たら
And I was watching
ト
the
ロイさん
internet.
がギター
And
を
Troy
弾き語り
was actually singing with his guitar, and he was kind of
まあ応援してた。
broadcasting that to the world. He was
すごく感
giving,
動
you
して
know,
あそういえ
everyone
ばト
some
ロイさん
energy.
歌える
And
ん
I
です
thought, yeah,
と
Troy
いう
could
ことで
sing. So
ヒッグスがギターで歌を
I thought that, okay, Higgs,
元々の
I'm going to
設定
give
では
him
な
a
かったんですけど
guitar, and I'm going to make him
で
sing. And
結
this
構
was
歌
not
って
in the
もらいました。
original.
Let him to
か
work.
なりの量を歌ってもらいまし
But then I asked Troy to sing a lot, so he sang a lot for the recording.
Amazing. Well, Troy, you're a renowned voice actor. You have some amazing, iconic.
So I guess we're gonna be
memorable
hearing a lot of
roles.
Troy
But this
Baker
time,
singing.
We get to see your acting beyond your voice. We get to see your face. We get to see your full performance. What is that like for you as an actor?
Well, first I'm going to steal something from my boy Gabriel Luna and say it's good to be back in my home state of Texas. Yes. I used to come to South by Southwest when my band was trying to get that record deal, and some of you are old enough to remember what that was like. And it's very much what he's talking about. There's the path you think you're going to take, and there's the path that you should take. And music, I thought, was going to be the way that I was going to make my dent in the world. And what I realized is that I'm not a musician. I'm not an actor. I'm just a storyteller. And
That's good to hear, Dark Cloud. Yeah, it's good timing.
Like Hideo,
good timing,
to
bro.
help you tell your story by you trying to help them tell theirs has been a true honor. And to find out that that's what inspired me doing stupid Instagram lives or whatever and playing music to try to connect with people to inspire that for this character. I mean, that's, as an actor, you just want to have a job. And if you not only get a job, but you get to work with incredible, talent and incredible creators, and then for them to take that love that first sparked inside of you to tell that story and to integrate it into a character in a story like this is beyond my expectations. So thank you very much, Hideo.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's give him a hand. Yeah. So, Troy, this is your second Death Stranding. How has Higgs evolved as a villain? So we got to see him a lot in Death Stranding 2, or Death Stranding 1. What was your take this time with Death Stranding 2? What else have you brought to the evolving character?
Part of the problem with success is now you've got this huge bar to hit, and it's easy to walk in on that stage and go, is everyone going to like this? Or are they, now you're a hit, and you got to make sure that you not only hit that bar, but you jump over it in a backflip. And the good thing is that you've got a great team from the head down to lead us and go, just tell the story, just play the scene, and don't worry about it. And especially in the way that we shoot, if like you're on like Walking Dead or something, you've got this incredible set, and everyone's like in the makeup, and you're really in it. When we step foot on the stage and you're wearing spandex and a shiny disco balls all over your face, everything's working against you to try to suspend your disbelief. And so what you have
I think Ghost of
to do
Gote
is
is July or August.
And especially when
That's
you're
what I'm thinking
creating
too.
a world like Hideo is doing, everybody is just trying to hit the world that is up in that head. And you see it on screen. It's a mind-blowing world with mind-blowing characters. And all we have to do is just play it beat to beat and scene to scene. So worrying about the evolution, to me, that's an editorial thing. That's how we take it back home, and everybody that KJP and Hideo takes all of the bits that we put together and strings it into this beautiful story. Really, for the actors, all we have to do is just
Dark Cloud, I might.
trust. And the proof's in the pudding.
I do
You guys
kind of
saw
like
it
the
with
way it
first
looks.
one, and I can't wait to see what you
Yeah,
think
they
of the
did
second
announce
one.
a release date, June
Well,
26th.
It's great to have you back on the stage
think
with Norman.
is the date.
What was it like being back in performance capture together? Any fun stories? Anything you can share?
I mean, it's a very serious story that we're telling, but we're just a bunch of goofs, and it's more about like, if you don't have a good connection off camera, you're not going to have a good one on camera. And so some of my favorite moments with Norman are just, it's the 0 hour. It's before you go to set. It's the cup of coffee and sitting at your trailer and just catching up and finding out what's been going on in your life for the last 3 or 6 months. And then being surprised with what Norman's going to do, or with any of the, I mean, Leia is so good in this time, you guys. It's truly amazing what she brought to it as well. And I wish she was here on stage with us. But it's about
pre-orders are going live. What did they say?
Camera.
March 17th.
But if you're not hanging out and if you're not talking to each other in between setups, then it's really hard to kind of spark that. So for me, all of my favorite moments with Norman are really just kind of the in-between moments. And it's been finding a friend in him and hearing about the artist that he is. And this guy's got a work ethics that is second to none. He throws everything into the role, everything into the work, and it's truly fun to watch him work. So once you step foot on stage with him, you realize that he didn't come to play. So you got to be prepared.
This guy's his own biggest fan.
Because that's what he's going to do.
Amazing. Norman, do you have any special memories and days with Troy?
Yeah.
We need to know.
Hi. Yeah,
now talk good about me.
Of course I will. He knows the world so.
Norman's
so
just
well.
happy he
He's
does all the
a
talking.
seasoned pro. You do all these things that what's the thing you say in the beginning? The squid. What's that thing?
The Magellan Man?
No. When you get there, you do the exercises and you say.
The purple dinosaur.
Purple dinosaur. Yeah. There's all these weird things that you do. Yeah. And so I'm constantly, I was like, what does this mean? What is that?
Why am I seeing the hungry
for?
purple dinosaur right now? I was like, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. This isn't my dialogue, is it?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to bond with somebody that could help me, because this was all kind of brand new to me when we started. You know.
All right. Well, I love a peek into the mind of Troy Baker, Purple
No,
Dinosaur.
you don't want to peek into this mind. Trust me.
Boss, God damn it!
All right.
Stop.
Well, it sounds like Sam's going to have a lot of trouble this time with Higgs, but thank you so much, Troy, for joining us today. And I can't wait to hear you singing in the game, because I know music is so essential to the world of Death Stranding. The soundtrack, everything that we even saw in the
Boss, you are
trailer
making
today.
me angry.
It really just sets the tone for the whole world. So, is there anyone else we maybe want to bring out on stage?
その前に
Yes, before that.
DS2 の
For DS2,
Higgs は2倍3倍ではないです。
Higgs
100
is
倍ぐ
not
らいすごい
like twice or thrice better. It's
で
100 times
多
better
分
than
プレイしてる人
DS1.
は最後結構って言って
So at the end,
まあ何人かコントローラー投げ
you're
る
gonna go like watch Higgs and say,
そこは
what is
ごめん
this?
なさい。
And you'll probably throw the controller. It's so ridiculous. So I'll apologize beforehand.
Mission accomplished if you do.
Yo, wait, what?
でまあ DS 僕は音楽好きなんで
So I love music, as you
まあ
know.
今回も音楽凝ってます。
And this time I put so many that I love
で前
for
回
music.
ルドと一緒にやってまして
And I've been working with
今回もルドや
Ludo.
ってるんですけど
Of course, I'm working with him again
強力な
for
パートナー
DS2. But I got a new partner too on board.
All right, well, let's bring him out, meet our next guest. He's flown all the way from France. Please give a warm welcome to Woodkid. Hugs for everyone. All right, Woodkid, thank you so much for joining us here at South by.
Hey, how's it going?
So that was your song in the trailer that
Was
we
it?
were backstage watching it, and I was like, this is beautiful. Can you tell us a bit about it?
What to say? It started like 2.5 years ago. Hideo called me, and after I had been involved in
I mean,
the
yeah, the
director's
song
cut
in the
of,
trailer was awesome.
DS1, he was like, I want you to write a song, so come to Japan and spend some time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to come for a few days and just get inspired. But then I stayed for a couple of weeks, maybe a bit more than this. I was stuck in an office with the teams, and we got inspired by the lore of the game and the beautiful performances of these guys. And I started to write, and then I was feeding
Force is strong with
Hideo
balls, dude.
ideas.
He's
I was like,
getting
I'm gonna do
feisty.
a couple of songs, and then this song came out, and Hideo was like, we're gonna make it something.
Amazing.
まあ僕のコジプロの引っ越しした直後なんで
It was
あんまり
right,
設備がなか
you
った
know, before we moved floors, so
僕
we
の
didn't
部
have
屋
any
の隣に
equipment.
会議室がありまして
I have a meeting room right next to my room.
まあヨアンの
So I
部屋に
kind of set up like a Yoan's, you know,
早朝
Wood
僕が行
Kid's
くと
room. So
すごい
every
早い時
morning
間に来て
I go to the
夜まで
office.
ずっと
He's
そこで
already there. And when I go home,
作
he's
曲をして
still
る
there.
Living
He's
there.
like
大体まあ
making
2-3
music
時
there.
間経ったら僕
So
遊
after
び
2,
に行って
3 hours, I go and
こんな
visit
お
him
話もあって
and
こんな
say,
キャラ
hey,
クターも出るよ
this
っ
is
て
the
言うと
character, this is the
どんどん
story.
曲を書いてくれて
And then Woodkid the next day gives me all ideas and new songs. You know,
Can you imagine the
makes
vibes in that
such great
studio?
songs this way.
一緒に朝運動したりしました
And I also did some exercise with Woodkid every morning in the office.
Yeah, he had me work out every morning.
Amazing. Well, it's a good way to get the creative juices
That's funny.
flowing.
Yeah,
gotta
sure.
do. So will To the Wilder be available soon? Because I need
You
to
think
add
so,
it to
Mr.
the
B?
playlist immediately.
Yeah, I
Where
think
can we
it's
find
out
it?
today, yeah.
Out today. All right. So how did you two meet? Because I know this is not the first time that you guys have worked together, right?
まあ2020年の1
Well,
月
in
に
2020 January,
あの
I was in
出
Paris.
会い経由で
And I had a friend who said to
まあ
introduce a
お会いしまし
musician,
て
and I met
で
him.
その直後コロナだったんですけど
And it all went to
で
pandemic
そこ
right
から
after
仲
that.
良くしていただいて
So
I swear
we
being
kind of
like that,
stay
John.
in
僕
touch.
も彼の音楽すごい
And I listened to his
惚れ込ん
music,
だ
and I really liked his music.
でデストランディングのディレクターズカットに
And for Death
Oh
Stranding
my
director's
God.
cut,
していただいて
he kind of
で
gave me a
ゴライ
song
ア
to
スって
work
曲
on,
で僕は
Goliath.
トレーラーを作ったり
And I made the final trailer for the
で
director's cut
2
using
はや
his
っぱり
song.
音楽的にももっと
But for
上に行きたかったん
DS2,
で
I wanted to make it much more
ヨアン
higher level, so I
お願いし
called,
ますと
you know,
いう
Yoan
ことで
Woodkid,
はい
and
もう2年半ぐらいかか
Pretty
り
that's why
close.
we're like 2.5 years
Rip to
now
the
we're
artist from
working
the
on
first
this.
game.
And thank you
Yeah,
so
I
much,
heard
Yoan.
about that.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
I'm excited to hear more of your music because it's not just in the trailer, it's in the whole game. I know some of it was recorded at Kojima Production Studios, as we just heard, but some of it was with the Suganami Junior Chorus. Some of it was with an orchestra in Paris. Can you tell us about it worldwide?
Low roar.
Yeah, I tried to like bring in a little bit of my world, because the Suginami I had worked before on my latest record, so I brought that in because Hideo was such a fan of some of these sounds. I was like, okay, we're going to bring them back. And of course, it's very orchestral, but it's also a various amount of pop songs, but they're also procedural. So the challenge was to create songs that would really be fitting the game, but also evolve as the players playing. So I won't say too much, but it was a real challenge, but I'm very proud of what we've done, and it might be enough to make an album, maybe.
Must be good.
ヨアンの曲は、To the Wild だってこれメインテーマ。
To the Wilder is the main theme, right?
キャラクターごとの曲があるんですよ。
There's also
I think the lead
themes for
singer
each character.
of Low Roar passed
And he's
away
singing, and
a few
these are
years
all
ago.
beautiful songs.
まあゲーム中もかかりますし、カッ
And
トシーンも
also, it goes on the cutscenes and also in the gameplay scenes.
あ
But
ることをすると聴けるので、
also, if you do something, I'm not going to say it, you could listen to
常
the
に音
music
楽を聴
too.
きながらゲームできる。
So you could kind of always have the music playing with you, playing the game.
Awesome. Well, Woodkid, thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to
Nick,
hear
no,
more
I
of
don't
the
think this
music.
is going to be on Game Pass,
The soundtrack
man.
is so important to the world of Death Stranding. Kojima-san, I heard you have another announcement about music.
Kojima starting a band?
まあデストランディングのオーケストラの
We're going to have like a orchestra or world tour of Death Stranding concert tour, like starting end of this year.
Let's roll the tape.
Damn. Boss, god dang it, will you relax? I'm trying to learn about the Death Stranding Strands of Harmony World Tour. That's pretty cool. London.
All right.
Chris, you're going?
So we'll have a full orchestra performing the music of Death Stranding coming later this year. November 8th is the first kickoff date. But Austin, in case you weren't able to catch with your eyes how it flashed, there will be a date here. So do not worry. Make sure to head to Kojima Productions channels for all the full details after the panel.
このストランズ・オブ・
Yes.
ハーモニーっていう
The Strands of Harmony is the title of the tour.
11月の8日から
And it will kick off
最初はオーストラリアの
8th of November in Sydney on the Opera House, and we're going to go
こ
around.
れ以上多分増えていくと思う
And we might add more
各地
cities,
でいろんなミュージシャンとか
and maybe we might ask people to guest
They are
appear in
making a
these
movie.
concerts as well, and musicians. Maybe.
Angry Well Watcher. There is a Death
We'll
Stranding
see.
movie
All
in
right,
the
well,
works.
yeah. I am ready for that. I love a concert series. All right, well, there has been so much to unpack. We have seen a trailer, we've seen a collector's edition, we've chatted, a world tour. We're getting a little close on time. Kojima-san, could you check your watch for me?
Oh, this watch.
I'm gonna zoom in on that.
さっきのトレーラーでニックさん
Maybe you saw
バンダナ巻いてた
in the
人
trailer the guy with the bandana. Get it?
彼がつけてたハミ
He
ル
was
トン
wearing
の
this,
コラボの
the Hamilton, and we do a collaboration with this watch this time in the game.
Look at
This
that.
guy. This guy,
So
bro.
cool. Awesome. All right, so that watch is going to be available on
Swagmaster
June
Kojima.
26th as well. Please check out Hamilton's
watch.
official social
What
channels
watch?
after the show for more details. But for real now,
Guy with
we
the
are starting to
bandana,
wind
get
down on
it?
time. I wanted to make sure that everybody had a
I
chance.
love
if there's
that,
anything
dude.
else we wanted to share, if we wanted to share some comments with the
No
folks
Monster
here in
Energy this
Austin,
time?
we could maybe start with Woodkid and work our way down. But
I'm very, very proud of working for this master here. And yeah, I can't wait for you to see what we've done, because I think it's quite special and it's quite substantial.
I would echo that, first of all, saying thank you to Hideo. This has been a long-time partnership and collaboration, and I'm honored that you
$10,000
included me
watch?
in this.
Oh.
And to everybody who's ever come up to me
Oh,
to
geez.
express how much this game is meant to them, know that it gets passed on to everyone on the team. Thank you guys for playing this game. We can't wait for you to play the second game.
Yeah, I'm going to third that. Thank you, Hideo, for putting me in this. it's been an eye-opening experience. A lot of years, a lot of hours, a lot of good times.
Yo, did Norman just
friendship
straight up
stuff.
fall asleep?
I owe Guillermo a big one.
Oh, it's a
I guess.
$1,000 watch? Okay.
Yeah, it's
People saying
it's
10K.
been a real
I'm like,
joy watching
what?
you work. You know, a real genius. Yeah, for sure. And thank you guys for playing it. Thank you, South by Southwest. My first time here, I went out with Bill Murray. I just met him. He was in a dress riding a pony. And it's just been fun ever since. But thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
That is the beauty of South by. You never know who you're going to run into, what's going to be happening. Everything's always crazy. Kojima-san, before we wrap up, is there anything that you wanted to share with the folks here on stage and then the folks here in Austin or watching at home?
つながりのゲームなんですけども、
It's about connection
結局独立
in
して
the game.
手元には何もなくて、
I didn't have anything when I started
つながりだけは
my independent studio.
つなが
I
りを
only
たど
had
ってまあノーマンも
connection with
そう
people.
ですけども、
So I
トロイさん
connected with Norman, Troy, and Johan, Woodkid, and even the
つ
staff.
ながりをたどって。
Hey. Hey. What happened? Speaking of connections. Wait, is this his clever way of ending it? Hold on.
So,
oh, okay.
when I created something through connection, the game was about everyone to, when you play the game, kind of maybe think about it and maybe share. And I think this game is going to turn out really good. So I hope you enjoy it and maybe share. And I think this game is going to turn out really good. So I hope you enjoy. And acting, the music, everyone here on stage has contributed. It's like not a normal game. It's so the performance is great. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's not a normal game.
Oh my gosh.
Hideo
Well,
Kojima
thank you
2025.
all so much for joining us here at South by Southwest. Again, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is available for pre-order starting March 17th, so right around the corner. You guys don't have to wait too long. And then this summer, June 26th, exclusively on PlayStation 5, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Make sure to check out PlayStation
Hell yeah,
blog
dude.
and PlayStation.com for more info on everything you've heard today,
All right.
on the trailer, on the collector's
PS
edition,
blog.
on that tour. We'll have all the details, all the numbers, everything that you guys want. And then in the meantime, thank you so much for the audience for being here. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you,
Woodkid,
South
Norman,
by.
Kojima-san. We hope you enjoyed today's special panel presented by PlayStation. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, that was good, dude. That was awesome. Like, I have to admit, I had pretty low expectations overall. But, man, let's go check out that trailer again. Let's go check out that trailer again. Hold on, let me, give me a second to bring it up. Let me go to the PlayStation YouTube channel. It should be up now, right? Yo, it's not up yet? They didn't put the trailer up yet. Oh my god, that trailer was 10 minutes? Wait, that was another 10-minute trailer? What? I didn't realize it was that long when we were watching it. All right, so this is on the Kojima Productions channel. I mean, that dude, I'm not even kidding. That was one of the best trailers I've ever seen. Hands down. So this character, I didn't quite pick up like what role this character plays. This scene right here was, I mean, look at that, dude. That looks so good. The terrain, the environment looks so photorealistic. So you're still going to be carrying around BB, but this time a little bit differently. Oh, it looks so good, dude. Like, this has to be on PS5 Pro. I like his jacket, his duster. Dynamic geological disaster is true next gen. I mean, yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think that was the same guy. Yeah, he looks like Snake. Fred, you're saying you're glad you updated your or upgraded your TV last year? That's a Decim engine, dude. I love this. I love this part here. I mean, I love the whole trailer, but man, look at it. Looking at the different environments. This is what I meant when I talk about like Kojima always kind of pushing it a bit with I mean the environments look so good. A lot of open space, of course, but I don't know. It looks so good. I think that's like that's what makes it good. This trailer, this whole trailer was a vibe, man. I mean, Kojima still got it, dude. He still got it. In the Arctic here, in the jungle. I think this is going to be the best looking game that comes out. And John B comes in. John B comes in dropping another 5-bomb on you guys. John, thank you so much for that, bro. That brings us up to 15 members. So 10 away. We hit 10 more members. We can okay, I guess Boss just decided he was going to go pass out. We hit 10 more. We can give Boss some treats. Thank you, John B. I really appreciate that, bro. If there's a big difference in the PS5 Pro version, then I might be tempted to get one. I mean, I don't know if it said it at the beginning. If anything was captured. Like usually it says it, but this time I don't think it did. I'm gonna assume this was captured on PS5 Pro. Right? Like I mean, it looks so good. And Mini Tom Official comes in, drops another 5-bomb on you guys. 5 more memberships gifted, courtesy of Mini Tom Official.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
I had to throw some Snake in there, dude. That brings us up to 20. So 5 away, and we hit the goal. Thank you guys so much for the support. You think it was captured on PC? I mean, maybe. It didn't say it was captured on PS5 or Pro, but I don't know. That would be quite unusual. Did they confirm 60 FPS? We're gonna go check out the PlayStation blog after I scroll through this a couple more times or just a little bit. I'm definitely gonna be rewatching this later, but right now I'm just checking out some of the. Look at that. That looks cool, like a more urban environment. It looks so good. It really does. Look at the beginning. It said captured on PS5. Did it? Hold on. Let me go double check. Let me just play it. Captured on PS5.
You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal.
Oh, it does. Okay, you're right. Good catch. Good catch. Okay. Yeah, normally it's in the center. That's why I didn't see it. It's in the bottom on the right. So it just says PS5. It doesn't even say PS5 Pro. Damn. I'm so stoked for this game, dude. Like, I was kind of feeling like there wasn't a lot of hype for this game. You know, even though it was coming out soon, like this year. I was feeling like there wasn't a lot of hype for it. And I was getting a little bit nervous. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, is it going to be as good? I don't know. I was just feeling a little bit, like, definitely excited for it, but just like wondering, like, where's the hype? And then he drops this 10-minute trailer, and it's like, oh, shit, there's the hype, bro. There it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, this trailer took my hype for the game to the next level. It's still super niche. Yeah, I hope more people kind of catch this trailer, dude, because I don't know, this is one of the most epic trailers ever put out. Kojima, dude, he's always doing awesome stuff with his trailers. I remember anticipating every trailer drop for Metal Gear Solid 5. That's when he seemed to like really get really like very creative and into like making these longer. I mean, he's always made amazing trailers, but I think he's just like mastered it at this point. Going to be making lots of deliveries. This scene was kind of crazy. I mean, Kojima's really hyping up Higgs, dude. He's really hyping up Higgs this time. And I think when he was talking about him on the panel, he was talking about difficulty. He was like saying he was like apologizing in advance. So like I guess like the final boss battle is going to be incredibly difficult or something. Troy's going to be singing a lot apparently. Corey, you're in. Did you play the first one, Corey? If you could only play one, I'm gonna play them all, dude. Is Death Stranding 2 a good starting point? I mean, that's the one question as of right now he didn't answer. At least I don't think he did. When I go check out the PlayStation blog, maybe we'll get an answer. I'm going to assume you need to play the first game. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some kind of, well, maybe not that you need to, but it will really help to play the first game. You don't think so? You think it'll be? I don't know, man. I think that maybe he'll do like a recap or something in the beginning. He gave it a fair shot. Okay. I noticed like in the second part of the trailer, I mean, he was showing off some boss battles. It was like a chase sequence. These boss battles are looking crazy. That shot right there. Hold on. Where was it? This one, dude. Oh my God. That's nuts. That looks so cool, dude. Like where is this in the game? That's a crazy shot. What was this one? This is giving me some Elden Ring vibes right here, dude. I noticed the art direction in this game is, I think, a lot better than the first one. Like the first game was a pretty beautiful game overall, but they're really taking it to the next level here. Like, what is this, dude? What even is this? It's a freaking moon. Showing a little bit of action here. Who was this one character? My God, dude. Higgs looks so crazy. Neil. So, guys, can you confirm, is this the same actor who plays Frenchie? There isn't anything on the PlayStation blog yet? Okay, I guess it's going to go up in a little bit. This has to be the same actor that plays Frenchie in The Boys, right? I don't know his name. Young Snake. You don't think? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Who plays Frenchie in The Boys? No, that's not him. Looks really similar, dude. I've never heard it. I don't think I know this actor. Luca Marinelli. Young Snake. Is that who this character is supposed to be? Basically. Luca Marinelli. Marinelli's an Italian actor. 40 years old. Best known for his roles of Mattia in Solitude of Prime Numbers. Yeah, I've never heard of him before. He looks like he's going to play a pretty significant role in this game. Let me see here. It's like the big kiss. Man, I don't know whatever's going on here, dude. This is going to be epic. Dude, I don't know. This part really got me. The callback to Snake, man. With the bandana. Oh, I mean, that's just so awesome. That's so cool, dude. I remember we did that with a different trailer for Death Stranding 1. Where it was like with the cardboard box. So I gotta figure. Okay, so the digital. God damn it! Why Sony? Why you? Come on, Kojima. They're doing it now. They're doing it now. Digital Deluxe Edition. You get 2 days early access. And for the collector's edition, they're not giving you a disc. I know a lot of people don't like that. That sucks. Oh, God damn it. I'm telling this early access stuff. Early access, that's why it's just a code. I'm gonna have to double dip. Dude, this stuff is painful. Like, why? I want the physical version, but I can't. I don't know, dude. I'm not just gonna sit there and I can't. The early access stuff is getting crazy. Pre-orders go live. Pre-orders go live March 17th, and then they show the box art looks really good, dude. I like that box art. Here it is, June 26th. Yeah, so we were speculating, like, what's it gonna be? You know, is it gonna be a June release? It's gonna be a June release, going to be a July release, and so yeah, June sounds about right to me, man. Now the only other question is when Ghost of Yote drops, and I'm assuming that's going to be like maybe July, August, possibly September, but I'm stoked. It's awesome. All right, let me get out of here and go see if there's anything up on the PlayStation blog yet. Nothing yet. They didn't publish it yet, so I don't know when it's supposed to come out. Let me come back to the chat. All right, let me put up a poll, ask you guys. Are you playing Death Stranding 2? Still not sure. All right, so we have a poll going up. Are you playing Death Stranding 2? Yes, no, still not sure. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please take a moment and hit that like button. It would really help me out, helps out the streams. We're almost at 250 likes. And we're 5 memberships away, by the way, from being able to feed the beast here some evening snacks, some evening treats. Quite unusual. Boss doesn't normally get treats in the evening. We have Kyle here, a member for 19 months. He says, "Don't support the digital, or don't support digital, please. We need more physical media to maintain ownership of what we buy. Digital aims to kill off ownership of any media." Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a tough one, dude. Because, like, the thing is, I want to, I guess it depends on the level of urgency I feel on the channel. Cause like I can wait 2 days for a physical version. I can do that, if I'm just on my own. But it depends on like if I want to play it on the channel, stream it day one. If I want to do stuff like that, um, you know, it's gonna be a tough one for me. Um, there is going to be a physical version. The blog is up. Okay. Yeah, there is going to be a physical version. I would assume just a basic $70 physical version. Let's go check out the PlayStation blog. It's still not up for me. Was it delayed on my end, maybe? Hold on. Okay. We got some screenshots. All right. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach launches June 26th. Collector's Edition revealed. Hideo Kojima took the stage at SXSW today and joined by some special guests, discussed new details about Kojima Productions' Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Those details included the reveal of the game's release date, June 26th, 2025, to mark the announcement, and pre-orders going live on March 17th. Attendees enjoyed a first look at a special Kojima-directed pre-order trailer. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach will launch in a range of different versions. This includes a collector's edition, which will be available to pre-order directly from PlayStation and select retailers worldwide. So details on the collector's edition, it will be $230 US, 250 euros. And it says you'll get a full game digital download, 48-hour early access to the game, the collector's box, 15-inch Magellan Man statue, 3-inch Doll Man figurine, art cards, a letter from Kojima, in-game items, machine gun, battle skeleton, gold, boost skeleton, gold, Baka skeleton, gold, Kuoka patch, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, chiral feline patch, Why Me patch. So if you pre-order the collector's edition, you also receive. So those like first 3 items I mentioned, apparently get them if you just pre-order the game. So yeah, there is a digital deluxe edition, which will be $80 US. Okay, 90 euros, and that digital deluxe edition will also give you 48-hour early access to the game. I mean, they don't say anything. Digital standard edition. They don't say anything about a physical version, dude. So I'm positive it will have a physical version, but they don't. I'm just saying they don't explicitly state it here. So, yeah, not too much new information here on the blog. All right. It comes with dolls. No, you get like a 3-inch, it looks like a keychain, I think, of Doll Man. The statue is amazing. Saying you were not ready for this level of superiority. Still blown away. Watching the trailer gave me chills. Yeah. I mean, look, I was telling you guys I was hopeful for a trailer, but I was not anticipating another like full-blown 10-minute trailer that was looking that good. Yeah, if you get the collector's edition, it comes with the digital deluxe version of the game. Since pre-orders aren't live yet, I can't check to see if you can like pre-order it physically on any retailer websites. But the statue reminds you of the first Returnal boss. You think it will be a little bigger than the CryptoBot keychain? Yeah, Paul, we brought the trailer up and we're looking at some of the shots. That was awesome, dude. I don't know. I especially love the callback to Snake with the bandana. That was really cool. Somebody had asked me the other day. They were like, "Do you think Kojima's going to be showing any like, you're going to be any callbacks in this new trailer like he's done in the past?" And I was like, maybe. It reminds you of Metal Gear Rex. I mean, yeah, dude, it's like a Metal Gear head on it. If that was that state of play, people would have said, "Wow, state of play was amazing." Dude, you know, I was thinking about that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Fred. Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, if they put this at the end of that state of play, like before or after Saros, I mean, personally, I was fine with it. Like, I honestly could see, you know, maybe it would be better to not have these things kind of fighting for attention. Give Saros its own time to shine. Like, if you think about it, the way it just went down, I think was actually pretty good. You know, you're talking about getting a state of play that ends with a brand new single player reveal from PlayStation Studios from a great studio, and then just a couple weeks later, a crazy, insane, over the top, amazing trailer for Death Stranding 2 with the release date. Um, I just wonder if it's going a little bit under the radar. That's all. So I'm actually not opposed to Sony kind of choosing to do it this way. I do wonder whose choice it was, though. Like, I wonder if it was Kojima wanted to do it. I'm assuming it was kind of Kojima's decision because he wanted to be at South, um, Southwest or whatever. But I don't know. PlayStation did present it, so yeah, giving the developers their own time, not too bad. I haven't seen many people doing that. Okay, but I don't know why people would be doing that. I don't think it's necessary. Certainly not at a time like this. You're seeing very good reception everywhere. Definitely deserved. Death Stranding is your favorite game of all time. You're beyond hype for this. The trailer left you speechless. Well, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that people are hyped about it. Because I don't know. I like I said, I was expecting a release date trailer, but I don't know why. My expectations were just lower overall. After that trailer, it just blew up. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, we have a big summer release now to look forward to, which is great. So you're saying I wake up at 6 a.m. and found out MBG is in Death Stranding 2. Wow. Yeah, it's true. I'm in the game, bro. Yeah, I'm somewhere in that. I'm somewhere. I'm a little cameo. I wish. I mean, yeah, they did confirm it. Like, Dia Labs did kind of leak out that there was going to be a release date, but I almost like was wondering if we weren't going to get a trailer and instead it was just like at the end, just like a logo, it's just like with the release date, which I guess in retrospect, it's like, yeah, that wouldn't make much sense. That wouldn't make much sense. Who does it that way? You know, I'm making the music for Death Stranding 2. Oh man. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Tarnished. I mean, the gameplay of Death Stranding, from what I saw, looks like it. I'm telling you, we're gonna be doing some crazy stuff in this game. He's not showing it. He's teasing it. He's teasing some of the crazy gameplay stuff you're gonna be doing in this game. But I don't know, man. I feel like looking at this game. Yeah, I'm glad I got a Pro. I'm gonna be honest. I think this game's gonna look amazing on the base PS5. I mean, at the beginning of the trailer, they said it was captured on PS5. So, like listening to the Death Stranding 2 when the game comes out, I might. Yeah. Damn, Meet the Cheater. Damn, bro. It was captured on base PS5. They confirmed it. Yeah, I'm assuming if it was Pro, they would have said so. So what that basically means is that there's a chance that what we saw might look even better on the Pro, which is awesome. But yeah, dude, beautiful looking game. I love the art style. I gotta say, like, that's one of the things that I did notice is that the art style and the art direction of Death Stranding 1 I thought was very good. But this time around, I think they went for something with a bit more diversity and color. Like it seems like they definitely expanded the color palette and the different biomes, and I'm like, yeah. Very, very excited, man. It's gonna be. I mean, this is what is making this year so awesome for gaming, dude. Like, you're telling me in June I'm gonna be playing Kojima's next game, Death Stranding 2, and then in August I'm gonna be playing a, proper remake of MGS3. DS1 on PS4 Pro already looked outstanding. Looking at the graphics close, I can believe it's a regular PS5 in fidelity mode. Yeah, you're right. That's probably what we were looking at, fidelity mode. All right, Ice Queen Gaming, thank you for hanging out. This game looks insane, to be honest. Yeah, I'm still trying to like process everything. Like that's the thing about every time Kojima shows a new trailer, and this is why I don't know why I was expecting anything less than what we got. Like he shows the craziest things and then just like doesn't explain anything. I mean, he was trying to avoid spoilers. I think he wanted to say more about the game. The one gameplay detail he seemingly gave us, at least what I picked up, well, two. Apparently, there's going to be a really difficult boss battle in this game, and he was apologizing in advance. The second thing is the ship is going to act as a kind of hub, essentially. That's kind of what I got. And you constantly return to it, and that's kind of where you interact with characters, and that's where everybody's going to congregate, and where a lot of I think big moments in the story and interactions between characters occur. Lost Soul aside, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, GTA 6 to seal the deal. Can't imagine not having a PS5 in 2025. I mean, yeah, I know that sounds like a loaded statement, dude, but I don't know, man. I'm just happy. I'm happy that there's going to be so much to look forward to, a lot to play. I mean, what more could you really ask for, you know? What more could you ask for? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this game will come to PC at some point. I don't know if it'll come to PC a year later, 2 years later, but at some point it will. And yeah, dude, I mean, no doubt it's going to look incredible on PC as well. The Decima engine's no joke. Like, it really is no joke. I mean, we saw Horizon Forbidden West earlier in this generation and what Guerrilla was doing there. And it's like, okay. And now Kojima's coming out again. Like, well, here's what we can do with even more time with it. This gen is shaping up nicely. I agree. By the time it comes to PC, it'll have a PS6 upgrade. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how long it would be. I think it'll come out on PC before the PS6. You get Death Stranding 2 Director's Cut. I'm hoping by the time we get to the PlayStation 6, well, keep in mind, so my prediction, I should say, I guess I should call it an assessment. My assessment prior to this was correct. I said that it seems to me that this game is done. Like it's done, not to say that they're not polishing it up. They're still working on it. They're going to be working on it up until it comes out on June 26th. But I was basically under the assumption that this game was pretty much done, and chances are Kojima's going to very soon start working on Physint. And he did say last year when he announced Physint that he's going to begin work on it earnestly. So yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming for both the base PS5 version and the PS5 Pro version, there's going to be a fidelity mode as well as a performance mode. But the one thing I'm curious to find out is if this game on the PS5 Pro is going to have ray tracing, because I mean that's one of the biggest things that the PS5 Pro is offering, is you can do more with ray tracing, considering how beautiful the game looks. You know, we haven't seen this game running on the Pro yet. So I do wonder if they'll have like a ray tracing version, which would be pretty sick, because I feel like this game would really benefit from it. You wonder what Horizon 3 is going to look like? Yeah. Well, guys, I think this will be a pretty good place to wrap up this stream that we did today. A little bit different than our normal Sunday streams, but I figured, you know what? We don't usually get any type of events on Sunday. So this was definitely a little bit different, and I'm really glad that I chose to stream it, because, man, that was a really that was a really good trailer, dude. And it was nice to hear what they had to say about the game during the panel as well. But I think this is going to be a good place to wrap it up. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today and for hanging out and tuning in. I want to make sure I give a big thank you to anybody who dropped any membership gifts. Thank you guys so much for your support. I can only do what I do here because you make it possible. Also want to thank anybody who dropped any super chats or anything like that, or direct donations. Really appreciate the support that you guys show the channel here. But Devil Shooter, I don't know if you're here right now, but I'm assuming he might do some timestamps for the stream. Either way, he does the timestamps for basically all the streams. So if you guys see him in the comments, give him some thanks, show him some love. Really appreciate what he does for the channel. And yeah, that does it. So the only other thing I want to ask you before you guys head out is, as you're leaving, please hit that like button. We're sitting at 273 likes. Let's see if we can push that up to 300 likes to help the stream. And yeah, we should be back here tomorrow with some more content, another stream. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So guys, please enjoy the rest of your evening/night. Let me end this poll and give you the results. Almost forgot. 268 votes. Are you playing Death Stranding 2? 79% say yes. 11% say no. 9% saying still not sure. So there you go. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I will catch you in the next one. So till then, take care, everyone.